From moving bridges to stone bridges and new bridges to historic bridges, here are the 15 most amazing spans around the world. Zhangjiajie Glass Footpath is a skywalk bridge in Zhangjiajie, Hunan. The bridge, built as an attraction for tourists, is glass-bottomed and transparent. When it opened, it was the longest and tallest glass-bottomed bridge in the world. The bridge measures 430 meters in total length and 6 meters in width, and is suspended about 300 meters above the ground. According to the management committee of the bridge has set 10 world records spanning its design and construction. There is also a 285-meter bungee jump, considered the highest bungee jump in the world. Tower Bridge is a Grade 1 listed combined bascule and suspension bridge in London, built between 1886 and 1894. It crosses the River Thames close to the Tower of London. The bridge is 800 feet in length and consists of two 213-foot bridge towers connected at the upper level by two horizontal walkways and a central pair of bascules that can open to allow shipping. The bridge deck is freely accessible to both vehicles and pedestrians, whereas the bridge's twin towers, high-level walkways, and Victorian engine rooms form part of the Tower Bridge exhibition. Built in the 1890s, this bridge was the first to be constructed primarily of steel, about 54,000 tons, and is held together with over 7 million rivets. Notably one of the strongest bridges in the world. The Firth of Forth had to be strong since its primary function was for railroad loading. Today, this Highlands workhorse still supports between 150 and 180 trains each day, taking people from Glasgow to Edinburgh and all stops in between. Completed in 1987, the Sunshine Skyway Bridge is as long as Mount Everest is high, stretching for 4 miles. It's the 5th largest cable-stayed bridge in the world and features sunny yellow steel cables. Incorporated into the structure are 36 dolphins, which were put in place to protect the support columns of the bridge from impacts from boats. In fact, the bridge can withstand a big impact by a boat weighing in at 87,000 tons. That's twice the size of the Titanic. Stretching across the Akashi Strait in the land of the rising sun, the Akashi Kaiko is a bridge of mind-blowing proportions. Its span stretches an astounding 12,828 feet, or nearly 2.5 miles. Its towers alone soar 92 stories skyward, almost the height of the Eiffel Tower. Its 6 lanes of freeway make way for 9 million cars each year. It was also built under some of the most severe conditions in the world, including typhoons, tsunamis, and over 60 inches of rain a year. First opened in 1937, the bridge is so large that you could park 40 jumbo jets end to end along its length, spanning the bays separating San Francisco from Marin County. It is the 7th largest suspension bridge in the world and was built at a then gold-guzzling cost of $26 million. This roadway rises 220 feet above the harbor below. Its towers are set 4,200 feet apart and actually lean outward by 6 inches apiece to create tension on the bridge's 80,000 miles of wire packed into the cables. Keeping the steel safe from the corrosive sea air is enough custom-made international orange paint to cover the White House 17.5 times over. You don't walk over the bridge expecting to find a market or a shopping mall up there. But centuries ago, it was common for shops and even houses to stand on the 2nd story of a bridge. The most prominent example that still exists is probably Ponte Vecchio in Florence, Italy. Rebuilt after a flood in 1345, and 1565 upgrades added a 2nd story to the stone segmental arch bridge spanning the Arno River. It was in the 2nd story that workshops and houses filled the extra space, stretching sometimes wider than the original bridge. Ponte Vecchio is the only one of its kind in Florence that survived World War II. The water bridge that crosses the Elbe River to connect the Elbe-Havel Canal to the Mittelland Canal becomes the longest navigable aqueduct in the world, at more than 3,000 feet long. Previously, connecting the two canals required a 7.4-mile detour and boat lift into the river. But in 2003, the new concrete water bridge near Berlin changed all that and gave ships a water-filled crossing. Inspired by the shape of DNA, the Helix Bridge offers Singapore pedestrians 918 feet of architectural intrigue and artistic expression. The bridge in Marina Bay uses multiple styles of steel to curve and sweep, opening up at 5 points for viewing platforms. The steel tubes serve as the visual spectacle. If straightened and laid end to end, they would stretch 7,380 feet. Stone, old, and impressive, the Charles Bridge in Prague crosses the Vltava River in all its Gothic glory. What started in 1357 as a major construction project ended in the early 1400s with a 2,037-foot stone arch bridge connecting Old Town to the Prague Castle area in the Lesser Quarter, with 16 arches and an additional 30 decorative statues. The highest bridge in the Western Hemisphere, the Royal Gorge Bridge, takes visitors 955 feet above the Arkansas River. The suspension bridge spans 880 feet between the towers with a total length of 1,260 feet. Opened in 1929, 1,292 wooden planks make up the largely pedestrian tourist attraction. Passenger vehicles were permitted across the bridge at various times. The Kaju Bridge is a stunning Persian bridge that spans the Zayandarud River in Isfahan, Iran. Spanning 133 meters, this stunning bridge offers captivating views of the Zayanda River and the surrounding landscapes. As you stroll across, you'll notice the intricate arches and beautifully carved stone pillars that adorn the structure. The bridge serves as a gathering place for locals and visitors alike, with tea houses and pavilions where you can relax and enjoy the peaceful ambiance. The Golden Bridge is a 150-meter-long pedestrian bridge in the Bien Hills Resort, near Da Nang, Vietnam. Construction began in July 2017 and was completed in April 2018. It is designed to connect the cable car station with the gardens and to provide a scenic overlook and tourist attraction. The bridge loops nearly back around to itself and has two giant hands, constructed of fiberglass and wire mesh, designed to appear like stone hands that support the structure. The Ace High Bridge is a suspension bridge on the G65 Bayou to Maoming Expressway near Jishu, Hunan. The bridge was built as part of an expressway from southwest China's Chongqing municipality to Changsha. With a main span of 1,146 meters and a deck height of 336 meters as of 2013, it is the 13th highest bridge in the world. Of the world's 400 or so highest bridges, none has a main span as long as Aizai. The bridge contains 1,888 lights to increase visibility at night. Across the turbid waters of the Mekong River in eastern Cambodia runs a long, rickety bamboo bridge connecting the river island of Koh Pen to the Cambodia's sixth-largest city, Kampong Cham. This bamboo bridge is seasonal. It's built every dry season when the waters of the Mekong River recede and become too shallow for ferry. Then at the start of each rainy season, before the rivers swell, the bridge is dismantled by hand. The 800-meter-long bridge has the capacity to carry vehicles of up to 30 tons, as opposed to only 4 tons of the bamboo bridge. Let me know from which country you are watching.